Hi all, Hibber here. So today I've got a battle for you with the Atago B, and that is the black version of the original Atago, so don't forget to subscribe if you like that ship. So this battle here is an epicenter battle, and most people have no clue how to play this battle here, and this particular pick here is no different at all. Because it's really important here to actually play the objective, and that's pretty much the point of this video here today, that if you play the objective and you do well, you're gonna get out of the battle with a pretty good amount of XP. You don't have to kill 5 ships, you don't have to get high calibers, you don't have to pretty much do anything other than play the objective. And in Epicenter, the objective is so simple to play. All you gotta do is get into the middle ring, really. Any ring is good, but the middle ring obviously is better, because then you're holding all 3 rings. And as long as you can sit in there and just keep the enemies from actually grabbing the epicenter, then you're doing well. You're doing what you're supposed to do. That is the objective. And sooner or later, they'll have to take you on. So just use the torpedoes here, because Atago is really useful for taking up a position like this, because you can fire torpedoes in 4 directions without really moving your ship. And as you can see, I'm under like extreme torp attack in here. Which makes sense, because there's a destroyer out here spotting me, and he fired torps at my bow just a little bit earlier, and there he is. He accidentally got a little bit close there, so we just take a shot at him, but didn't really get much out of that. But as long as I can hold this epicenter here, which again is the objective, that's why you're playing this map, that's what it's all about. Shooting other ships is really secondary. So since no one really understands how to play this map here, I always do this. I always go straight in, grab the inner circle, and then it's not so important what the rest of my team does, as long as they shoot at the enemy, and usually people do that at the very least. And here's more torpedoes, so we're just going to use that fast rudder. I have an agile build on the Atago B here, by the way, just to dodge them. So like I said, most people in this game understand that you should shoot the enemy. So that's what I kind of use to my advantage in this battle here, because the red team is pretty poor, and the blue team is also not the best. Especially if you look at the battleships, they're just... 2 of them are like pointing their bows all the way to the right, and I don't know what they're doing over there. And the last one is sitting very far from the epicenter. And then we have... yeah, a third one over on the flank as well. He's in a bit of a better position there, but those 3 battleships there at the edge of the yellow line, they are not doing anything. So that's why I usually find it's a good strategy to get in there, hold this epicenter here for as long as you can. Then we have the destroyer again. He's just, you know, he's just lurking out there. He knows I don't have a radar and I have a slow reload, so can't really take him on, and also I can't jump out of here, because then I'm gonna get, you know, taken on by pretty much every ship in the game. But if you look at the map now, I have an opportunity to actually fire torpedoes by you know, just doing a little bit of a circle here, and we even spot the ZF6 again, because I have my torpedoes ready. I might as well you know, fire them, and lucky I did, because that little pesky DD is again shooting torps at me. And this is really the weak point of Atago when you're being, you know, stalked by a destroyer like this, because I cannot take him on. He's out in the open, and there's just too many battleships out there that would like to, you know, get a piece of me. So we're just gonna try to get him with torpedoes instead, because he's too far from my sonar to be of any help. So I'm just using that to spot torpedoes when they're incoming. So this way here, I get off all my torpedo tubes. So if anything, it just gives him a little bit to think about, and perhaps pushes that destroyer a little bit back. Because as you can see, nobody in my team is even in the epicenter. The cruiser is close, and we have 2 destroyers on the same flank. Don't know what that's about, but it doesn't matter. Like, they are shooting at the enemy, and that's really all I'm requiring at this point. But you know, I much prefer these battles here over Capture the Base. Like Domination and Epicenter, they're more fun because you have other things to do than just shoot the enemy ships. And you can do really well without actually doing much damage. I think I'm doing like 20 something in this battle here. And I still get second place on the team because I played the objective. And the objective, as I've said, is first of all, don't get sunk. And second of all, is in this case here, to grab the epicenter. So I think this set of 6 is getting really tired of me now, because he doesn't really bother to stay concealed anymore. He just wants to get rid of me. Because we are way ahead on points now. Probably about 100 points, so not way ahead, but we are ahead. And it's looking good. So this guy is not going to rush me. It doesn't look like he's that interested in actually doing that. So I'm just going to keep sitting here and just getting out of his way so he can't actually set me on any more fires. He's really annoying. And at this point, I wish I was in a Minotaur, because then I would have made his day pretty painful. So there's always torps incoming from this guy, so I have to be careful. And if you can see, it looks like the Reds are making a push over on the right flank. 3 battleships are pushing. And that means that I'm going to get flanked very soon. And right now I'm not spotted. So right now I'm just thinking, what do I do? I mean, what is my plan now? Because always have a plan in this game here. I know the destroyer is right on the other side of the island. But it looks like he's left, the second circle. Because I'm capping the middle circle. So I have a pretty good idea of where he is. But I have to worry about these battleships here, because all 3 battleships over there on the same flank, they're going to be able to pummel me. So I'm just thinking here, what should I do? And I decide, okay, well, they've left their side of the map. So I'm just going to, sneak over on the other side of this island here, which used to be the Reds' domain. But right now, because of the flanking maneuver that's going on over there on the flank, obviously, then I have to reposition. And I have to do it quickly, because these battleships here are just waiting for my broadside. And the destroyer is over here somewhere. He's in the outer ring somewhere. I mean, again, the game tells you this, because the outer ring is still occupied, so to speak. Someone's in there. I can't cap it. So I know that the destroyer is in the 3rd ring. And it's hints like this that you really need to understand in the game. Because otherwise you'll get sunk by a player who do understand these hints. So here's the incoming torpedoes, and we'll just dodge them again. And I bet this destroyer must be pretty tired of me now, because he can't really do anything. And again, it's pretty much the same for me. I can't really take him on. He's backed up by 3 battleships, and they're all targeting me now. At the moment here, you can see you have 4 ships targeting me. So I'm gonna stay here in cover and just make sure that the destroyer isn't able to grab any more of the epicenter. We have the 2 inner circles. That's fine. We're going to win if we keep holding them. And you can see we are equal on ships now. So this is a nerve-wracking battle here. Or it would be if, everyone knew exactly what they were doing. But I think this is just more of a coincidence, really. So I've got too much heat on me now, so I'm just going to move a little bit more around the island here. I don't like it because it means I'm leaving the middle circle undefended, but I kind of have to. I need to just make sure I don't get sunk here. So I'm just going to sit here for a little while and then see what the destroyer is doing. And he's now moved into the intermediary zone. That's the 2nd ring, because the game tells you that. It says that right there on the screen. And he's spotted by another destroyer, but I'm not really in a position to help out here because... I've been under attack in this cap here by torpedoes and battleships for the whole battle. So I wish I was in a better position here, but the set of 6 are going to round the island away from me. So I can't really do that much. So I've still got 1 sonar left that I'm saving in case I get rushed by the destroyer and it smokes up, which I'm kind of, that happens fairly often. But then an Odin actually removes the destroyer, which is perfect. Because that's, the last threat. This Alabama here is almost dead. And the other ships are in such a bad position that if they try to move into the middle of the map here, which they are trying, they're just going to get sunk. And that's going to be the end of this battle here. So what can you learn from this? Like, if you just play the objective, and of course shoot at the enemies when you have the opportunity to do it, you should always do that. You're going to do well. And then just leave the people who have the builds for damage and like to actually sit still and shoot at the enemy, just let them do that. And once you get the opportunity to torp someone or shoot someone, you do that. And if you don't get the opportunity, that's fine. But then just hold the cap or the epicenter here. I wish we had more game modes like these ones here, like epicenter and domination. Something where it requires more brain power than just finding a good spot and then shooting at the enemy until, you know, one team wins. Usually based on which team has the most players above 1000 XP, at least the legendary tier. That's it. And that's why Capture the Base is just so horribly boring. Epicenter, domination, at least there's, you know, something else to do. And you can win the battle by, you know, many different ways. You don't have to sink the enemies. And that's what I like. I like the challenge of it. I think it's a lot more fun. So this Seaton here, he's making a last-ditch effort, trying to take the two of us out. And I mean, that makes perfect sense, because if he doesn't do that, they are, well, the red team are certain that they're going to lose. And I just get him with my torpedo there. So I do get a kill in this match here. So, okay, I do actually do more than 20,000 damage. I do 40. That's also not a lot. But I earned my XP in many other ways in this battle here, and primarily because I'm playing the objective. I'm sure these battles here could be spiced up with, let's say, another two, you know, battle types. Like, for example, an escort battle type where, you know, there's a carrier on each team, and you have to escort the carrier from each side of the map to the other side, and whichever team loses their carrier loses the battle, I guess. But there would have to be a little bit more to it than that. And I don't know if the carrier should be controlled by the computer or a human, because I can see the humans doing some really crazy things there. But that's just one, you know, option here. There's a million options, and I wish we get something else that might even replace Capture the Base, because that is just boring. So I mean, not amazing XP, but I am second on the team, and pretty good battle here. So hope you enjoyed it, and see you out there.